If you're hunting for studio headphones, you've probably seen the Audio-Technica ATH-M40x pop up everywhere as an affordable, professional option. But here's the thing. While it promises accurate sound and durability for just over $100, I discovered some surprising quirks that might make you think twice before hitting buy. But here's what surprised me. Despite rave reviews and a solid 4.6-star rating, the ATH-M40x struggles in key areas you'd expect pro headphones to nail. So, is this really the budget hero for aspiring producers and DJs, or just an overhyped middle child in Audio-Technica's lineup? Stick around, because I'm diving deep into the truth behind these headphones, and the answer isn't what you'd expect. Right off the bat, if you're looking for an all-around studio headphone that delivers both comfort and sonic precision, you need to know the good, the bad, and yes, even the annoying about the M40X. I'm talking about build quality decisions that leave you shaking your head, sound profile quirks that clash with certain genres, and design choices that might make you uncomfortable on long sessions. But don't worry, I'll also tell you who this headphone is actually for, and why it might still be worth your hard-earned cash despite these issues. Let's jump into the heart of it. Audio-Technica's ATH-M40x comes with 40mm drivers with rare earth magnets and copper-clad aluminum wire voice coils, tech specs that sound impressive on paper, designed to deliver clear sound reproduction across a broad frequency range. These headphones are tuned flat, which means they're supposed to give you a neutral, accurate sound perfect for mixing and tracking music. Professional-grade ear pads and a sturdy headband promise durability and comfort. Plus, they have the classic circumaural design. That's a fancy way of saying the ear cups completely encircle your ears, improving sound isolation. Sounds great, right? But here's where it gets tricky. While the engineering is solid, the actual sound quality depends heavily on your expectations and use case. For starters, the flat tuning means the ATH-M40x can sound a bit dull or clinical if you're used to headphones with a punchy bass or brighter highs. If you're a bass head desperate for deep thumps that rattle your skull, this might not be your best match. It's like ordering a salad when you wanted a burger fresh and clean, but lacking that flavorful punch. Another point that took me by surprise is the comfort level. The ear pads use professional-grade materials that Audio-Technica touts as durable, and they do hold up well. However, the clamping force is surprisingly strong for a studio headphone, which means after an hour or two, your head might start to feel the squeeze. For marathon mixing sessions or long DJ gigs, that's something to consider. You don't want your headphones to feel like a vice grip when you're chasing that perfect track balance. The 90-degree swiveling ear cups are a thoughtful feature for one-ear monitoring, but the overall weight and pressure can weigh you down, literally. And then there's the cable situation. These come with two detachable cables, a coiled 1.2-meter one and a straight 3-meter option, which gives flexibility depending on your setup. But the connection, while sturdy, isn't foolproof for constant unplugging and plugging, especially if you're rough on your gear. So don't juggle these like you're spinning headphones at a DJ battle, or you may wear out the connection faster than expected. Think of them as a loyal employee, hardworking but expects some respect. Okay, so now maybe you're wondering, who exactly are the ATH-M40x headphones for? Well, if you're an entry-level or intermediate home studio producer or content creator looking for a reliable, affordable monitoring headphone with decent isolation, you're in the right place. These headphones excel in quiet environments where their neutrality allows you to hear mixed details without bass boosting or mid-range boosts. DJs needing quick one-ear checks will appreciate the swiveling cups and solid isolation on the dance floor, but beware of longer set discomfort. So how do the ATH-M40x stack up against their big brother, the ATH-M50x? The M50X is often hailed as the gold standard in this price range because it delivers more bass punch, a bit brighter highs, and slightly better comfort. but it costs nearly $50 more. Therefore, the M40X becomes an attractive option if you want solid studio gear without breaking your budget. However, you're trading some sonic excitement and comfort for savings. It's a classic case of you get what you pay for, but with some caveats. Here's a mini twist. Some users love the flat sound signature for classical, jazz, or acoustic genres because it presents instruments honestly, without added coloration. Others complain the soundstage feels narrow, making it harder to position instruments in a 3D mix space. This is where personal taste and professional needs collide. There's no right answer, just what fits your ears and ears only. Funny story, when I first put on the ATH-M40X, I told my friend it felt like wearing a headband from a 1980s workout video. He laughed and said to me, "It looks like you're ready to coach aerobics, not mix tracks." But weeks later, I admitted they do a great job isolating outside noise, so at least my neighbors didn't hear my epic air guitar jams while reviewing. So yeah, not exactly the sexiest look, but practical. Another joke for you. Why did the music producer break up with the ATH-M40X? Because it was too flat and lacked bass commitment. Okay, maybe not the best breakup line, but it highlights the sonic critique some people have. If you want thumping beats for EDM or hip-hop, you might feel a little cheated. That said, if you prefer headphones that are a bit leaner and analytical, these do a fantastic job of revealing flaws and revealing mix issues you might miss on consumer headphones that boost bass or treble for fun. So for those learning production or podcasting, the ATH-M40X can be an educational tool, training your ears to hear the music as it really is. It's like having an honest friend who's blunt but fair. Now let's talk durability and portability. These headphones are collapsible, which is a huge plus for on-the-go use. You can fold them flat and toss them in your bag without worrying about breaking delicate parts. The materials feel robust, and the pro-grade ear pads and headbands should last longer than cheaper models. But beware, the plastic parts aren't immune to cracking if dropped or mistreated, so handle with care. This isn't a pair you want to throw around like a frisbee at the park. Here's a pro tip. Swapping between the coiled and straight cables depending on your setup is a neat feature that many high-end headphones lack. So if you're bouncing between a DJ mixer and a studio interface, this adds convenience and future-proofs your purchase a bit. Just don't mix up the two cables like socks in the laundry, or you'll spend half the session untangling. Before wrapping up, let me address sound isolation. The circumaural design does a good job of blocking external noise, which is essential in loud environments, whether that's a busy studio or a noisy cafe where you want to concentrate. However, they're not noise-canceling headphones, so don't expect silence near a jet engine or a screaming toddler. But for what they aim to do, the ATH-M40X excels. In summary, the Audio-Technica ATH-M40X professional monitor headphones bring lots to the table for $109, including robust engineering, flat sound for accurate monitoring, flexible cables, and solid build quality. But the picture isn't perfect. The slightly uncomfortable clamping force, the relatively neutral but sometimes dull sound signature for certain genres, and a few durability quirks mean they're not the universal headphone everyone hopes for. So should you buy them? If you're a beginner or intermediate music producer, podcaster, or DJ who needs a reliable, accurate, and budget-friendly headphone that trains your ears and works well in controlled environments, then the ATH-M40X is a smart investment. For professional-level comfort, a more exciting sound profile, or all-day use, you might want to upgrade to the M50X or explore other models. Final joke to leave you with. What do you call headphones that promise studio quality but squeeze your head? The ATH-H, but honestly, once you adjust, they grow on you, and the mix clarity is worth it. If you want to grab the best price on the Audio-Technica ATH-M40X today, check the link in the description because prices change very fast. Don't miss out on the current deals if these headphones match your needs. Thanks for watching, and remember, the perfect headphone doesn't exist, but finding one that suits your ears and budget is half the fun.